Walking through Leicester today, it is often hard to imagine that we are treading on over 2,000 years of history. But with over 80 years of excavations, Leicester today is one of the most excavated cities in Britain, giving us exceptional access to our past. I'm Mathew Morris. I'm an archaeologist from the University of Leicester, and in this series I'm going to use the latest archaeological research to explore what life was like in Roman Leicester.
In this film, we will take a closer look at how the people of Roman Leicester spent their leisure time. The Roman world loved to be entertained, whether it was gladiatorial combat, chariot races, athletics, public speeches and spectacles, or theatre. And in Leicester, archaeologists have found a wide range of evidence for how the inhabitants of the Roman town kept themselves amused. Entertainment on a day-to-day basis, at home or at the bathhouse, centred on board games. And game counters and dice are regularly found on digs in Leicester. These were usually made of bone and stone, and occasionally glass and recycled pottery, and would have been used for a wide range of popular board games, including Duodecim Scripta and Ludus Latrunculorum, similar to backgammon and draughts today. Appreciation for Roman culture and the performing arts can also be seen on a number of artefacts, including a wall fresco from the Blue Boar Lane townhouse, built in the 2nd century AD. The house was excavated by John Wacher in the 1950s. It was remarkably well preserved, with upstanding walls still adorned with painted wall plaster. The House of Venus at Pompeii gives us a good impression of what our house in Leicester might have looked like. At Blue Boar Lane, on one panel from the wall of the peristyle surrounding the central courtyard was a frieze depicting a theatrical mask. The tragic face is painted blue, with a reddish-purple headdress and trailing hair. In the theatre, the headdress would have made the actor look taller than the rest of the cast, enhancing their visibility. Another piece of theatrical mask has been found in Leicester. This unusual find is part of a larger-than-life-sized moulded ceramic mask. The surviving fragment has a bulging eye and eyebrow. The lack of a hole through the eye suggests it was not intended to be worn over the face, and instead it may have been part of theatrical statuary. Part of a glass drinking cup depicting a gladiatorial scene has also been found. This type of cup was a mass-produced souvenir with the names of popular Roman fighters listed around the rim. Originally, the cup would have shown 4 pairs of gladiators fighting. This fragment shows one scene, a fight between Spiculus, who has bested Columbus. Spiculus was a famous gladiator in Rome in the mid-1st century AD, and a favourite of the Emperor Nero. So far, no amphitheatre for gladiatorial entertainment has been found in Leicester, but we do have evidence for professional entertainers visiting the town. This small graffitied sherd of pottery bears the inscription Veracunda Ludia, Lucius Gladiator. It was probably a love token, and the hole drilled through it suggests it was intended to be worn around the neck. Lucius's occupation as a gladiator is clear. Veracunda's is more ambiguous. The term Ludia has multiple meanings, including actress, dancing girl, and even female gladiator. Where might they have performed then? Until recently this was a mystery, but in 2017 archaeologists from the University of Leicester, excavating close to the High Cross shopping centre, made a significant discovery. At one end of the excavation, the remains of 2 massive curving walls were found. Other clues, part of a stone column, moulded stonework and painted wall plaster, all suggested that these were part of a large public building, built on the edge of the Roman town centre, close to the Macellum, the town's market hall, in the early 3rd century AD. Archaeologists believe these other walls were part of the curved stepped seating of a Roman theatre, the first evidence for such a building in Leicester. If it was a theatre, it was quite small. The stage would have only been 35 metres wide, making it one of the smallest examples yet found in Britain. But significantly, it means Leicester now joins a select handful of Romano-British towns, including Canterbury, Colchester and St Albans, that are known to have had a theatre in the Roman period. If you have enjoyed watching this film, please visit our website for further information on life in Roman Leicester.